Good morning, Cedar Park High School. It's Monday, November 16th, and it's an 8A. I'm Ella Neal.
And I'm Madeline Roberts, in for Abby Martinez.
We are back filming from home to stay safe as COVID cases rise in Williamson County.
But don't worry, we are committed to continuing to bring you the latest in Cedar Park news, sports, and entertainment.
On today's show, we have a story on how theater is incorporating Cameos to stay connected from home, an update on COVID cases, information on how you can help Blue Santa this year,
the top 3 things you need to know for today, a sports report, and your scholarship of the week.
Turn it up because the Wolfcast starts now. Our theater program is known for putting on amazing musicals like A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder and Legally Blonde, one-act shows like A Mental State and Funny Mirrors, hosting our annual spooky haunted houses, as well as doing their everyday class activities.
But now that theater isn't able to really work together in person, they found a new and innovative way to continue their work.
That's right, ladies. Our theater program has begun doing cameos as a fun way to stay connected with those around us. Take a look.
Cameo is an online service that lets people hire celebrities to create personalized videos. There are thousands of musicians, actors, and influencers on the app ready to send you or a loved one a message for a fee. And now you can get a message from a multitude of characters played by our very own CPHS theater students. Because students aren't able to come together to act and perform with each other, the theater production classes are using cameos as a way to keep acting as well as to stay connected with others.
So we sort of took that idea and, like I said, turned it into an acting lesson where the students had to investigate a fairy tale or children's book character and be able to impersonate it really well, come up with a costume that made them immediately recognizable.
Theater's target audience is primarily teachers at elementary schools and their students, but they're also open for anyone who wants to buy them.
It's really fun just to do this for kids, because I think like if I was, a kindergartner and I got one, this would be very exciting. And also it's not super difficult. It's not really technically challenging because theater this year is going to be kind of hard just because of all this COVID stuff. And, virtual shows are really hard to put together. So this is a very easy way to have a really good experience.
Being asked to provide this service and knowing you made somebody happy is a little bit motivating in itself. And I was surprised actually at how hard they worked on this.
While the experience is enjoyable for those that receive the cameos, it's also enjoyed by the students who make them.
I'm picking characters that you normally wouldn't play. Also, these are such famous characters that there's no play or musical that ever has them. So it's been super fun, just doing research and kind of really being this character that you would normally never ever play in real life. So that's been really fun.
We had a lot of fun with this, and I know I can speak for myself and the rest of the theater department when we say that we really enjoyed taking on this project.
By doing these cameos, students have been able to branch out and perform characters they may not have otherwise been able to in a regular class or production. On the character menu from the theater website, you can find characters like Miss Frizzle, Bob the Builder, and Little Red Riding Hood, to name just a few. Junior Bella Rios and sophomores Ben McDonald and Riley Jordan are among those students who are playing some different and diverse roles.
I picked Starfire from Teen Titans. I have pink hair, so I thought it'd be appropriate. And I've always been a big fan of the Teen Titans series. I have a really strong connection to that cartoon, so I thought it would be really fun to bring them to life.
I chose Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. It was really fun. Yeah, I had to do a bit of research, because I wasn't sure what route I wanted to go, and so I kind of feel like I adopted more of the live action version.
So I picked Drizella from Cinderella, one of the evil stepsisters, having a more comedic character
would just work really well.
If you want to buy a cameo and support our theater department, check out cphstheaterarts.com/cameos.
Thanks, Claire. I think that is such a fun way for them to stay in touch.
Yes, I will definitely look into it.
A third surge of COVID cases is hitting the United States. This past Friday, there were nearly 200,000 new infections, breaking the daily record and adding to make the total cases get to 11 million and the total deaths of 244,810 people. With COVID cases spiking across the world, doctors are urging everyone to continue to wear masks, wash their hands, and stay socially distant. There have been around 2,000 cases in the past 2 weeks and a total of 160 deaths in just Williamson County. Despite these big numbers, many are still not taking necessary precautions. Cedar Park High School nurse Tara Jo Frost explains what else we can do to keep others and ourselves safe and what to do around people who don't take the virus as seriously as they should.
The best thing to do is just make sure that you're washing your hands. If you're riding or like having friends over, that you kind of try to do it outside if you can. I know we're getting on colder weather, and that's probably a little bit why we're starting to see that uptick of COVID start to happen. We know that being outside, getting some good vitamin D from our sunshine, eating a healthy diet, all help that. We just need to put our boundaries up.
The most important thing to do right now is stay safe.
Every year, Cedar Park competes with Vista Ridge to see how many donations each campus can collect for the Blue Santa fundraiser. But this year, it looks a little different. Due to COVID-19, physical gift donations are not being accepted this year. Instead, donations are being collected via a GoFundMe page that can be found on the school website.
But I especially love Blue Santa because I know that all the donations, it goes directly to the families in our neighborhood. And that's such an awesome thing that we can actually help and support and provide a great holiday season for those that might be going through a hard time. I know right now in the middle of these COVID crazy times that families are especially experiencing some challenges and that kind of thing. So what a great time to all come together and be able to help out and support our fellow neighbors in our community through Blue Santa this year.
Typically, when you do donate a gift, you have that emotional connection to it, something specific that you want to give to a child to kind of allow them to bring the joy in their life. Well, this year, obviously, it's a little unique and we're not able to do that. So what we want to do is we're going to be putting a big paper tree somewhere around the local campus. And we're going to be doing paper ornaments where anybody who donates their name and maybe their grade is going to go on there. We're going to post photos of it, kind of updating it. What we'd like to do is turn all the green colorful. That's kind of our theme behind it, is we want to show everybody that, hey, look, while we can't interact with one another and, do things we normally do, we want to partner together and, make this a big successful thing.
Donations end on December 7th, so be sure to donate soon.
Coming up next, we have the top 3 things you need to know with Amelia Caza.
But first, a quick break.
Smoky Moe's Barbecue, the best barbecue that money can buy. Proudly supporting Cedar Park High School.
I'm Amelia Caza with your top 3 things you need to know this morning. First, Texas has reported more than 1 million coronavirus cases as of Friday. The state also reported 7,083 people hospitalized with COVID-19 and more than 19,000 Texans have died. Hospital beds in West Texas are scarce and morgues are starting to need more workers. Next, thousands of cars were lined up for a food distribution for a food bank in Dallas. North Texas Food Bank distributed more than 600,000 pounds of food for 25,000 people on Saturday. According to spokeswoman Anna Karan, there were 7,280 turkeys distributed to families. Finally, music fans voted in a poll published Friday, November 13th on Billboard, choosing Billie Eilish's new single, Therefore I Am, as the best new music release of the past week. From this song, there's no clear blueprint for where her and her producer and her brother Phineas are headed musically, but they continue to be real and enjoy experimenting. With CPHS News, I'm Amelia Caza.
Thanks, Amelia.
Now we throw it over to Luke Johnson and Katie Whitmarsh for your sports report.
Hello, Cedar Park, and welcome to the Wolfcast Sports Report. I'm Luke Johnson.
And I'm Katie Whitmarsh.
Today we're filling you guys in on the action that pursued throughout last week. And firstly, we're starting off with the cross-country team.
On Monday, both boys and girls competed in the Region 4 Championship in Corpus Christi, with the girls coming in 4th and the boys team coming in 2nd.
That's right. Our top performers from the girls' side is freshman Zoe Gregory coming in at 14th, and our freshman Isabel Conde Frankenberg with a first place finish. Amazing job.
Absolutely. And the boys saw senior Jack Woods coming in 14th place as their top performer.
Their next showing will be at Old Settlers Park next Monday and will start at 2:30 and 3:15, so rest up, guys.
Moving on to women's basketball team, the Lady Timberwolves faced Austin on Tuesday and asserted their dominance, to say the least.
That's right. The team won the match 69-36. Once again, we see their third quarter performance cementing the game much like their last one. Great job, girls.
The team also faced the Steel Knights on Friday, and after a hard-fought game down to the wire, it was enough as Steel squeaked by with the win 56-54.
Their next showing will be tomorrow against Bowie High School here at home starting at 8. Good luck, girls.
Staying in the realm of basketball, our boys played their first game against Lake Travis on Friday and sadly fell 60-32.
I'm sure the team is going to work out the kinks and be more in tune for their next game taking place tomorrow against Vandy.
This will be a home game and will start at 7, so if you see any of your basketball players, wish them luck.
That's all we have for you today. With CPHS News, I'm Luke Johnson.
And I'm Katie Whitmarsh.
Thanks, Luke and Katie. Up next is your scholarship of the week.
But first, this break.
We are not just here to share announcements. We are here to tell stories. Your stories. Students depend on us, and what they need from us is to be hyped, to be ready, to be informed, to be successful, to be Timberwolves. We are real news. We are sideline reporters, moment capturers, question askers, life sharers, cheers spreaders, and voice givers. And above all, we are students just like you, here to help you. We are journalism, newspaper, yearbook, and broadcast. We are CPHS News.
Are you interested in creating community service projects or involved in community service? Then the Baptist Susan Howard Community Service Award might be for you. Students must be required to have been working in community service for at least 12 months, and students must create a community service project that impacts their community and benefits others. For more information, visit baptist.org.
Thank you, Jack.
That's all I have for you today. Remember, you can catch anything you missed on the Wolfcast on our YouTube channel. Just search CPHS News.
Tune in on Wednesday for a story over the debate of iPhone versus Android, information on how you can attend the Trail of Lights this year, and a new edition of the Pack Chat. With CPHS News, I'm Madeline Roberts, in for Abby Martinez.
And I'm Ella Neal. Remember to make it a great day or not, the choice is yours.